Today we will discuss about the vas deferens. It is a thick cord-like tubular structure. Here you can see we remove the testis from this is the right side, and we remove the testis from the scrotum, and you can see here this is the testis, and this is the appendix of the testis, and this is the appendix of the epididymis. So this is the epididymis, and the continuation of the epididymis at the tail, it becomes continuous at the vas deferens. It is nearly 45 centimeter in length and resemble the whipcord because it is the musculature is thickened than the size of the lumen. The lumen size, which is comparatively very small as compared to the wall. So it is like whipcords, and course begins from the tail of the epididymis. Here you can see this is the tail of the epididymis, this is the head of the epididymis, and then this is the body, and then becomes the tail of the epididymis. And this tail of the epididymis becomes continuous as a vas deferens, and it goes then it goes upwards, and it is the principal content of the spermatic cord. This is a spermatic cord. Along with it, mainly the content, it is the testicular veins. Here you can see these are the testicular veins, and this testicular vein on the right side, this is the right side, that's why it is open inside the inferior vena cava. It is open inside the inferior vena cava. But the left side, there is a testicular vein which is open inside the left renal vein. We already discussed previously. Now along with it, there is a artery to the vas. In previous lecture of the content of the spermatic cord we have already discussed, and then it goes inside it is the main content of the spermatic cord. So the vas deferens, it is nearly 45 centimeter in length, and it is either 18 inch in length, and traverse inside the superficial inguinal ring to the deep inguinal ring. Here we have got both the superficial inguinal ring as well as deep inguinal ring. Then you can see the same content inside my inguinal canal lecture, you can see. So it goes to the superficial inguinal ring to the deep inguinal ring. It is along with the one of the content of the spermatic cords, and wind round to the inferior-epigastric artery. Here you can see this is the lateral to the inferior-epigastric artery. It is the branch of the external iliac artery. This is the external iliac artery, and here you can see this is the internal artery. It is the internal iliac artery. This is the external iliac artery. So it is wind around to the lateral to the wind around to the inferior-epigastric artery. Then it enter inside the pelvis. It enter inside the pelvis and ascend for 2.5 centimeter upwards in front of the external iliac artery. Here you can see this is the external iliac artery, in front of the external iliac artery. Then it becomes subperitoneal. Here we have removed the peritoneum. It is the subperitoneal, and backwards and downwards. It goes backwards and downwards, along with the lateral pelvic wall, and crossing the external iliac vessels. This is the external iliac vessels. This is the artery, and this is the vein. It crosses the external iliac vessels, and then it crosses the here you can see this is also crosses the superior vesical artery. It is the obliterated umbilical artery. It is the obliterated umbilical artery, and then it crosses the obturator nerve. Here you can see this is the obturator nerve. This is the obturator nerve, and vessels are crossed by the vas deferens. So it crosses the obturator vessels and nerves, superior vesical artery or either obliterated umbilical artery. It crosses the external iliac vessels, and then it goes medially and downwards, and it is just reach to the base of the bladder. It reached to the base of the bladder, and vas deferens crosses the terminal part of the ureter and make a angular bend downwards and medially at the base of the urinary bladder in front of the rectal ampulla. Here you can see this is a rectum, and in front of the rectal ampulla this is a terminal part of the vas deferens. It is called the ampulla, and it is along with it. Here you can see there is another gland. It is the seminal vesicles. This is the seminal vesicles. So along with it seminal vesicles, and it is the joined with the duct of the seminal vesicles, and it forms the ejaculatory duct. So ampulla of the vas deferens and duct of the seminal vesicles both are united, and it is makes the ejaculatory ducts, and it is open inside the base of the prostate. So structure which lies inside the vas deferens. This is the vas deferens. You can see structure. It is structure inside the vas deferens are the areolar tissue, muscular tissue, and mucosa. Mucosa which is lined by the non-ciliated columnar epithelium. Blood supply which is supplied by the either superior vesical artery. This is a superior vesical artery, either inferior vesical artery, and developed from the mesonephric duct and applied. It is the main organ for the male for the vasectomy purpose. We will do the family planning inside the male, because it vas deferens which is passes the sperm, so we can ligate the vas deferens, and it is mainly for the family planning inside the male. So this is about to the vas deferens.